Hey, my friend. So after that initial miles per gallon video, it occurred to me that maybe I was kind of ignoring some of the basic simple truths of plug-in hybrid life. I mean, yes, I was really interested in knowing what will my range and miles per gallon be when off-roading or doing long road trips and driving too fast and that kind of stuff. But also, again, there are simple basic truths. I mean, this has about a 20-mile range on a full battery. What is that good for exactly? Well, honestly, I'm hungry. Let's go get some lunch. Okay, Google. Navigate to In-N-Out Burger.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good. I got for you today.
Let's do a number 2 animal style.
Number 2 animal style.
And chopped chilies. And a Coke for the drink.
Right in the car?
Yes, please.
Cheeseburger, animal style, chopped chilies, fries, and a Coke. It's going to be $7.48 the first window.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Did it come factory with those tires or you put on those?
Yeah, those are aftermarket. I put those on.
This looks super, super aggressive. They look good, though.
Thank you, dude.
They stand out. You look at it like, oh, wow.
Yeah, we actually take it off-roading, which I'm sure Volvo did not intend, but
all-wheel
it's cool.
drive, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure limited slip.
Well, it's all computer controlled, right? So it's no
Yeah.
mechanical limit slip, but it does great, though.
It's good, yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Have a great day.
You too. So this is one of those times when having a hybrid with at least some decent battery charge, or a plug-in hybrid where you have a bigger battery, is really nice because you're in a queue, you're just crawling along, and with a normal, ICE kind of car, you would have the engine idling along and wasting all sorts of gas and producing all sorts of heat and that kind of stuff. And even worse, I think in some ways, the most modern vehicles, right? They have that start-stop technology where they have a motor / a generator that's 48 volts. It's not a real hybrid system. It improves efficiency a little bit. But every time you creep forward, you can't creep forward without starting the engine. And so I've heard this in traffic. I've heard like modern BMW stuff, like they start their engine and move 5 feet and stop, and start and stop, and start and stop as they're crawling along. That's got to be so freaking bad for the motor. I'm sure they must engineer for it, use very lightweight oils that get lubricate quickly. Maybe have an electrical oil pump to kind of pre-lube things or whatever. But it's hard to me to imagine that. I mean, starting and stopping an engine is when it gets worn the most. It's hard for me to imagine that that's not just really brutal for the motor in the long term. Maybe if you just keep it for 60, 80,000 miles and let the lease be done, and then you give it back, well, fine. But I don't know. It's kind of creeps me out, and I intend to keep this girl for quite a while.
This cheeseburger animal style with chilies.
Thank you. Oh yeah. How much gasoline did I use? 0.0 gallons. How many times did I heat cycle the engine, putting wear and tear on all the rubber and plastic parts and gaskets and stuff? 0. How much did that cost, that 5 miles? I don't know, maybe 10, 20 cents of electricity, something like that. And I'm sure someone's going to comment, oh, but my daily commute is 21 miles or 25 miles. I mean, really, let's think about it. If you get 20 miles for free, and then if you drive conservatively, you get about 30 miles per gallon. So you do 20 miles for free, another 30 miles for 1 gallon. That's 50 miles, and you've only burned 1 gallon of gas. So equivalently, about 50 miles per gallon for that first 50 miles. I think real life, real world, probably somewhere in the 40s. But I mean, that's Prius grade miles per gallon. And which would you rather drive? This thing or a Prius? Cheers.